Graham. We're still crunching the numbers, but how do you feel after that race?
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a weird feeling. I'm a little sad because I think I gave up a little at the end there when it was like right in my grasp. But Parker's incredible right now. He's in great form. He beat me fair and square. Not only that, he pulled me the entire way. So that was his win. And if the numbers are in his favor, he deserves to go. And if the numbers are in my favor, I still honestly think he deserves to go. But if they go in my favor, I'm going to take that spot. Like, I think I can represent the United States really well. I'll go out there and hurt for all of us. But whichever way it goes, I think we got a really good number 3 going to Paris.
Can you talk a little bit about just since last winter, like the injury, like coming back and getting back to this level?
Yeah, I mean, that was really tough. That was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do, especially with where I was at, coming off that race indoors. I really thought I had a good chance to come out here and, make the Olympics. And then, knocked off my feet for a couple months. And it was evident, you come back. I don't think I was necessarily like not at 100%, but just some of my competitors, I mean, an extra 2 months of training, like these guys are already like the elite of the elite. And to give them like a 2-month head start on me, like that's really hard to catch up back to. In the past few weeks, I felt like I started getting back to where I needed to be. And, after the prelim Thursday, I surprised myself, thought I was in a really good spot, and thought I could do something today. And it felt good to go out there and put on something regardless. And I'm gonna be proud of. It might haunt me or it might be my best race ever. I don't want some arbitrary numbers to decide that. In the end, I'm just happy with the effort I put in out there.
How'd you keep up your confidence in that period?
You can't really do that. I mean, my confidence definitely went away, and it's clear. I mean, you can watch back a lot of my racing this year, and you can see maybe a little bit of not cowardice, but just a little carefulness that I wouldn't normally race with. I mean, NCAA is like, I'm happy with what I did there, but that was a move out of insecurity, not really confidence. It was more of like a last-ditch effort to win. Whereas, I knew maybe deep down, like, I thought maybe 257s at NCAA would put everyone to bed, but that wasn't true at all. So that was kind of a move out of insecurity, and didn't really get my confidence back until after this Thursday. I mean, I'd never closed faster than a 56 in a 5K, much less in a 13:30 race. So to close in 54 there really boosted my confidence. On the outside, it might not look like that being the last qualifier coming in, but for me personally, that was a huge step forward because I consider myself a strength guy, and to be able to kick with all 5 of those guys who I know, I've seen them all race, and like I know what they're capable of. To even be on the tails of those guys was I was really proud of that, and it gave me some confidence coming in this race, even with a non-ideal winter.
When you were on crutches or in a boot, like at BU, watching those races during the indoor season, and someone would have told you, hey, like you'll be this close to making an Olympic team, like would you believe them?
I think I would. Yeah, I worked really hard that indoor season. I knew I would come out here and put in. I would give the input to get that output, but you don't control the output. So I put in what I had today, and I got 4th place, and I'm pretty proud of that. But still there's some question marks with that performance because I do think, I always think, watching that 3rd place run away from you, it's not a good feeling.
You feel like the heat affected the race?
I wanted it to be hot. I went home to Athens, Georgia, after NCAA's, which is like one of the best places to train, like period. Dirt roads, humidity, great track facilities. So I had everything I needed down there, and I was betting on it being hot. I already have that heat adaptation, from living there for like 18 years. But to go back and train maybe for like 2 weeks down there just to get a feel for it. I was really hoping it would be hot, and I got that today. It was hot on the warm up, and I was happy about that. And who knows if it affected some guys or not, but I think I was ready for that, if anything.
Were you surprised by the fast early pace, especially when Woody dropped that big surge?
I wasn't really going into expecting anything. I was just expecting weird stuff to happen. So, Woody went ahead, and you get flashbacks to like Stillwater cross country a few years ago. After that race when Hicks and the NAU boys went, I was like, never again. I'm never